I'm so excited to craft. Oh, hi crafters, my name is Shayna Rose. I'm so excited to be crafting with you here today. It's a perfect day to craft. Over here in Massachusetts, it's snowing. Well, it snowed yesterday, so it's perfect for today's craft. Here's a little bit about me. I just turned 15 a week ago, and I've had such a great year with crafting. I worked with Barbie on the You Can Be Anything series, which I think is such a great series, showing young people and older people that you can be anything. I also interviewed Michelle Obama, who's a new knitter, and you can check out the full video interview on Monday. I'm really excited to be publishing a knitting book. You might have joined my other class with Elmer's and Michael's, where we made ornaments out of just glue, which is so cool. You can see more of me on my Instagram at Shayna Rose Official. And of course, you can see more really cool crafts and really just fun stuff on at Elmer's Products and at Michael's stores on Instagram. I have such a fun craft for us today. So drum roll please for the craft. My favorite Elmer's craft, and I'm sure many of yours, winter slime. Those are snowflakes. We're going to be making winter slime, super exciting. So I'm going to be showing how to make 3 winter slimes. First, I'm going to be showing the Let It Snow slime, which is so cool. It's like a glob of snow with really cool glitter in it. Then I'm going to be showing the Ice Party slime, which is also very cool, and it has some ice shards in it. Then lastly, I'm going to be showing the Snowball slime, which has snowballs in it. Of course, you can make the slimes like mine, and you can add what I'm adding and use the glues I'm using. Or of course, half the fun is just experimenting. So if you want to use different glues or you want to use different glitters, you can completely do that. And I'd love to hear what type of slimes you're making. So let's talk about some supplies before we get started. For the Let It Snow slime, I'm going to be using Elmer's school glue. So this glue is pretty basic. It's white and nice. Looks just like the snow that's on the ground. Then I'm going to be adding these super cool glitters. These glitters look like snowflakes. They're so pretty, they're iridescent, and I got mine from Michael's. They're super cool. Of course, you can use regular white glitter, or you can use Elmer's sparkle glitter, or glitter glue, or you can use any type of glitter that you want, really. Be creative. For the next slime, the Ice Party slime, I'm going to be using Elmer's blue glitter glue. It is so sparkly. This glue, I mean, the glitter's in it. It looks like a disco ball. Looks like real ice that you find on a skating rink. It is so pretty. Then I'm going to be using some glitter for that. I am using these pretty glitters from Creatology at Michael's. They are holographic, super pretty. Of course, how could I forget that for all of these slimes, I am using Elmer's Magical Liquid. And let me tell you, this liquid really is magic. It is so cool, and it just activates your slime. If you've ever made slime another way, this takes out all of the hassle from your slime. You just pour glue, then you add some Elmer's Magical Liquid, knead it, gradually add some more, and it just makes the whole slime process so much fun because you don't have to worry about all different ingredients and stuff. Just add this and you're good to go. Then, of course, for the last slime, Snowball slime, my favorite that we're making today, I'm using my favorite Elmer's glue, Elmer's Glow in the Dark glue. It is so pretty. This one has glitter too, like the glitter glue. It's really sparkly. That sparkle is so pretty, and it's such a pretty color too. So then also for that slime, I'm going to be adding some snowballs, because how can I name this snowball slime without snowballs? So I have these really cool pearls from Michael's. They're really cool, and it'll make it a fun slime, really fun with some nice texture in it. So that'll be really exciting. Before we get started, I have a really corny joke about winter. What did the crafters say when they were making winter slime? Oh, slime flies when you're having fun. It was a pretty good joke. Very corny, but it was good. So I'm going to head over here and we're going to get started on our Let It Snow slime. So I'm going over here. And like I said, we are starting out with our Elmer's white school glue. So I'm just going to pour that into a bowl because that's how you start slime. So we're going to open the cap. And we're just going to pour the whole bottle in. If you're doing another cool slime, let me know in the Q&A what you're going to be doing. If you're going to be using a different glue, maybe you have your own take on the Let It Snow slime. Maybe you're adding some sparkles in on this step while the glue is wet. Maybe you want to add them once you're done with the slime. Maybe you're using another glue. So I really want to get all the glue out. So I have all my glue out here. Gonna put that off to the side. And we have our awesome glue here. So now is the fun part. You can add in your sparkles now while the glue is wet. I prefer to add them after. So I'm gonna add them when my slime is activated. If you've never made slime before, this is where we activate it. So we have in our glue here, and it is super liquidy, of course. This is not slime. So we wanna get it so that it is slime so we can touch it and play with it. So the Elmer's Magical Liquid, what we're going to, the instructions say that you take 2 teaspoons of it and you add it. Then we're gonna add it gradually after that. So I'm opening mine and I already poked a hole in it. If you didn't yet, you can do that now. So I just have a little spoonful here and I'm just gonna add 2 of those. So I'm just measuring. And it's not super liquidy. It's pretty thick. So make sure to squeeze the bottle a little bit. And we don't want to over activate our slime. Of course, we can fix that, except you want to make sure you add it gradually. So don't pour the whole bottle in now or half the bottle. Just make sure that you add it super gradually. So we have in our 2 spoonfuls, and now we're just going to mix it. So I'm just going to mix it, and we can see that it's already starting to kind of clump together. Yeah, it's getting off the sides, and we see this cool glob forming. It looks like a real snowball from outside. If you want to let me know in the Q&A what your favorite winter activity is, that would be fun. I know there's snow here, so I am probably going to play in the snow with my brother later. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, though. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. I think I'm probably going to go sledding. So it is really starting to clump together here. So I'm just mixing it more, and it is turning out really awesome. It looks super fun. So we can put our hands in now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure my bottle's open, just so that if my hands are dirty and I need to add more, then I can.
So we have some suggestions in the chat to go sledding or try tubing.
Ooh, tubing is a good idea. That's a really good idea. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do sledding. So as we see, it's really coming together, super cool. So we're just gonna keep playing with it in our hands. This is my brother's favorite part of making slime because he loves just playing with it when it's wet and super gloopy. So I am just kneading it, putting it together back and forth, and it's starting to form together a little bit more. So I'm gonna add a little bit more Elmer's Magical Liquid. So as I said, we're just gonna add it gradually. So just add a little gloop of it, and then you can just mix it more. So now, since we added a little bit more, it's starting to not stick to my hands as much anymore. So it's really turning out awesome. It's so stretchy, and it's so just the clicking sounds. I'll let you appreciate that. How's your slime turning out? Let me know if you added anything cool, any ideas for me to add to my slime afterwards. So now I'm just going to take some more of the glue that's not as activated yet, and I'm just gonna add that to the slime so that we can have it stretchier and so we can get the most slime here. It's still a little bit sticky, so I am going to take some Elmer's Magical Liquid and just activate that a little bit more. So here we go, we're just gonna add a little drop more. As you can see, I'm just adding a little bit, so make sure to not add a lot. If it accidentally adds too much, that's fine. If you add more glue, it'll become stretchier. So it's starting to activate more. So we're gonna grab more from our bowl. It is difficult to type in the Q&A with slime on our hands, but it is okay because this is really fun. So I am going to, it's really coming off now and it's really forming into a nice glob. This looks like a piece of snow that I would throw at my brother or use to start a snowman. So we're just gonna grab all the extra gloop. We can just roll our ball around because the awesome thing about slime is that it sticks to itself. So you can just pick it all up. It looks like a melted marshmallow. Looks like a lot of things. It's just slime. And it is turning out super awesome so far. So after this step is when we're gonna add in our glitters. Like I said, I have these really cool snowflake glitters that I got from Michael's. If you have other glitter, that's really cool too. So I got it all off of the bowl for the most part. So we have the majority of our slime here. You can listen to those amazing slime sounds. Very satisfying. So let's play with the slime for a little bit because it is really cool. It stretches so much. It's awesome. That's what I love about Elmer's Magical Liquid, because I know other activators and stuff, they just will make your slime too hard or too sticky, but this slime is so good. So let's make a little swirl with it. I'm gonna swirl it. It is such an awesome texture. I'm obsessed with it. If you're still making your slime, you can finish that. Let's swirl. That wasn't my best swirl, but it turned out decent. The clicking sounds. So now I'm gonna add in my glitters, which is my favorite part of making slime. So I'm gonna take a handful of my glitters here. I'm just gonna add them into it. It's so pretty. I love glitter. It's my favorite thing. If you can't tell from the background here, I love glitter. So I love adding it to my slime, especially winter glitter. So I can't see them a lot right now. So I guess that means we gotta add more. So we are going to, I'm gonna grab some more from over here. And we have more. It's so pretty. This looks like real snow that you would grab from outside with some snowflakes still on it. It's so pretty. And it adds some nice texture to the slime too. It's so pretty. And you can see them peeking out. I wish all the snow that's outside would be like this. That would be way more fun. These are so pretty. And the glue makes it so awesome. It's so stretchy. Look at that. Looks like mozzarella cheese. Well, we finished our first slime. It is looking really awesome so far. It is turning out so beautiful. And it is really fun to play with, of course. So I'm going to head back over there and I'm going to talk about our next slime. Hi, crafters. That was a lot of fun. We have our own blob of winter snow slime. I'm gonna play with it here. It is so much fun. It is really awesome. And it's awesome to squish and play with. Our next slime is even cooler, if you can believe it. Get the really corny pun, cooler, because snow is cold. Well, we are going to start our next slime, which I'm using Elmer's blue glitter glue. This is the Ice Party slime. And of course, Elmer's Magical Liquid, because as we saw, that activates slime so awesome so that it can stretch like this. And then I'm going to be taking my ice shard glitters, which are so pretty. And we are going to make that. So I'm going to head back over here so that we can start on our Ice Party slime. Hi again, crafters. This next slime will be even cooler. The best thing to say when you're making winter slime is cooler, because it's all cold and cool is like cold. So yeah. So I am taking my blue glitter glue that is so sparkly. This looks like ice. All these glues really do look like snow and ice. So that's the best part about winter slime. I don't think the same could be said for grass slime or something, because the glue wouldn't look like it. So it is so pretty. It's so satisfying. So I'm going to pour that in. Let's do a satisfying pour here. So I'm just going to squeeze out the whole bottle. It's okay if you have some slime left over from your last slime in your bowl. Let me know in the Q&A what you made for your last slime. If you made your awesome Let It Snow slime, or if you added your own glitters, or what you did. I'd love to know. So I'm just squeezing out my whole bottle.
We are not getting a lot of answers, I think, because everyone's got sticky, slimy hands.
I think everyone is playing with their slime.
Which is great. It looks awesome.
That is awesome. So I poured out my whole bottle here. So we have this whole gloop of slime. I love the Elmer's glitter glue because it is bigger than the other bottles. It's really big. So we will have a lot of slime to play with here. So we have our whole bowl here. It is super pretty. Look at how pretty it is. It's so satisfying and awesome. And a cool trick. So as you can see, the glue right now, it is kind of clear. It's just clear blue with glitter in it. So if you let your clear slimes or your glitter glue slimes sit in a container for a few days, they will clear up because once we activate them, they'll get a little bit cloudy. So they will get clear again if you let them sit. So we are going to add our magical liquid that we have learned really is magical. So we are going to add 1 spoonful, more or less, just not a lot more or a lot less, but better less than more. So we have a spoonful here. We're going to pour it in, and then we're going to start mixing. Same process as the last slime. And as you can see, it's forming a glob again. It's like a glitter poop. It just looks like a poop made of glitter, but that is not a bad thing. That's what we're looking for. We are looking for a glitter poop. So we have our awesome slime here. If you want to get in with your hands now and start kneading, you can do that. I think I'm going to add another spoonful before I go in with my hands because I can see it's still a little bit sticky. If you're still working on your last slime, that's completely fine. You can still join in on this slime because this is just a big slime party. We're not following any recipe specifically or anything, so you can just join it at any point. So I'm going to hop in with my hands now. It is turning into a really awesome texture. And let me know your favorite type of Elmer's glue in the Q&A if your hands aren't already messy with slime. Let me know if you like Elmer's glow in the dark glue best. That one's my favorite. Or if you like Elmer's glitter glue or Elmer's school glue. They're all really awesome. I think I'm actually going to add a little bit more magical liquid before I go in with my hands. But if you want to play with it while it's sticky, that is fun too. And I'm going in. It's pretty sticky, but it is awesome and super fun to play with. So I just like to grab the biggest poop of it and start playing with that, the biggest glitter poop of it. And then I like to take the extra once it's already activated. So it's still pretty sticky, but as long as you play with it a little bit more, it'll get a little bit less sticky. That really activates the activator. So I'm going to go in with some more magical liquid because it's still really sticky. Super fun texture though.
We had an answer in the chat that glow in the dark is someone else's favorite. I think glitter is my favorite.
Yeah, glitter glue is really awesome, but whoever said glow in the dark, I am with you. I love it. So your last slime, because after we make this slime, we are going to be making the glow in the dark slime. So after that, you will have a slime that glows in the dark. So that is really cool. So if you just let it go in the light, and adding a little bit more magic liquid, if you let it in the light for a little, and then once you turn the lights off, it will be all charged up and it'll light up. So that is so cool. It'll glow in the dark. So you'll have a glowing ice type of snow winter slime. So it's really starting to activate more that I added more magic liquid. I am obsessed with this activator. It's so easy and simple. And I'm obsessed with these glues too. They make it look like real ice. As you can see how pretty that is. That's like real ice, because real ice, if you look at it up close, it'll sparkle and shine just like this glue. It's so pretty. So I'm just kneading it more with my hands. My favorite color of Elmer's glitter glue is probably pink, but this blue is really going to make it a tie. Elmer's gold glitter glue and silver, that's really cool too. If you wanted to make the ice slime with some silver glitter glue, that would be really cool since ice isn't technically blue, but we like blue ice better. So that's why we're making this. So it is starting to unstick now, as you can see. I think it needs a little bit more activator. So you might be wondering, why didn't we just add a bunch of activator at the beginning since we're gradually adding it anyways? But the answer is because that'll make it too hard and then it won't be stretchy like this. And we want stretchy slime. So the best way is to do it is to add it gradually. And if you accidentally make it too hard, you can just add more glue. That's why I save some of the underactivated slime so that I can mix that in at the end. So as you see, I'm just adding slowly more magical liquid. And it's really starting to unstick now.
Somebody sent a tip in the Q&A and said that it helps too if you put magical liquid on your hands before, just a little bit before you pick up the slime. It helps with
That's a really good idea.
Your fingers.
That's a really good idea. I'll try that on the next slime. Yeah, so we'll test out that tip on the next one. I'm sure that'll be a really good solution. So I'm going to add it to my underactivated slime now. So if we can unstick it a little bit more, we are adding it back to the bowl, back to the mixing pot, so that we can add some more magic liquid, since we have some underactivated slime in here. And then we're just mixing it with all that underactivated slime so that we can have one big slime and take that slime off the spoon too, because we want the most slime. So like I said, if you put it in a container for a few days, it'll be clear again, because as you can see now, it is really blue. It wasn't clear like the beginning, but it will be clear again if you just let it in a container for a few days. I personally like it not clear. I think that it's really pretty like this with this cool Arctic blue type of color. So our slime is almost done. We get to do my favorite part, the glitters next. But we're just grabbing all that slime out of the bowl. The noises it's making are really satisfying. It is really cool. So as you can see, we are done with this slime. It is really stretchy, but not too hard, not too wet. It is perfect. Love Elmer's magical liquid. And it is so sparkly. It's like a Cinderella slime. So we get to add our glitters now. The noises it's making. So I'm going to add the ice shard glitters. They are these holographic cool glitters that I got from Michael's. So I'm going to put my slime back in the bowl. And I'm going to take some ice shard glitters. They're so pretty. They're so holographic pretty. If you want to use some regular blue glitter, silver glitter, white glitter, blue glitter, anything, that is really cool. Let's mix the glitters in. It's so pretty. It's like a disco ball. I am obsessed with this slime. It might be my new favorite.
That holographic looks awesome.
The holographic does look awesome. I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to add some more glitter. It is so pretty. Let me know in the Q&A if your hands aren't covered in slime, which your favorite slime is, your first slime or your second slime. I'm kind of obsessed with this second slime, and it has this cool texture too. The ice shard glitters, they make it really cool. These are so pretty. You could do a combination of glitters. You could really do anything. Or you could completely use the snowflake glitters from the first slime. Those are really cool. This turned out awesome. It's so pretty. So I'm going to put that next to my second. I'm going to swirl it first. How can you not swirl a slime that you just made? It is so much fun to stretch. So I'm going to swirl it now that we have a swirly type of slime.
All right, some people are saying the first was their favorite.
The first was really pretty. That one was super fun, super winter. Hopefully I'll improve on my swirling skills. So I am going to hop back over here and we can talk about our next slime. Hi, crafters. This slime is so beautiful. It's so pretty in the light. It's so pretty and it's just so shiny. I love it. Super, oh, the pop. Super pretty. Our next slime is also my favorite. I've been saying that about all of these, but the next one really is my favorite. We are going to be using Elmer's glow in the dark glue. This is going to be the Snowball slime. It is so glittery. Then we are using Snowballs, these pearls that I got from Michael's. So that'll make a really cool, crunchy type of foam. So that'll be really fun. So I'm going to put this slime down and I'm going to go back over there so that we can make our Snowball slime. Hi again, crafters. Let's make our next slime. I'm just going to take some of these glitters out. and put them on my last slime because we don't really want these glitters, although they're super pretty. We don't really want them on our next slime. So I'm going to take my Elmer's glow-in-the-dark glue, which is so pretty. Here's mine. It's so sparkly and pretty. I'm obsessed with it. On my last class, when we made ornaments, I used Elmer's cosmic glue. So once again, I'm just pouring this whole bottle in here. But I used Elmer's cosmic glue, and that glue, that's really cool for winter slime too. So if you have any Elmer's cosmic slime laying around, or if you have any other cool Elmer's glue, you should definitely try those. If you want to try Elmer's clear glue, that's cool. That's probably more ice colored than the blue that I did. So I'm just pouring it all out because we really want to use all the slime. I love Elmer's glow-in-the-dark glue. It's sparkly and it glows in the dark. What more could you want? Because I love Elmer's glitter glue and I love Elmer's, well, glow-in-the-dark glue. So I really love them both and they are so cool. So I think that's the last glop of slime that I have in this bottle. So I'm going to work on the next step. Oh, but the tip that we had of putting some Elmer's magical liquid on your hands before. So I'm just putting some on my hand. Wait, well, I'm not kneading it yet, but we'll put on my hands prematurely. I'll put more on after. So now we're gonna add a spoonful to the slime. If your hands aren't covered in slime yet, let me know your favorite color of Elmer's slime. I'm curious. We're adding 2 spoonfuls are what the instructions say. So it's already starting to come together. It's making this cool type of, it's all just starting to spiral together and stuff, not stick to the sides anymore. So I think I'll go in with my hands already. We already added some magical liquid to our hands. We'll add a little bit more. Just a little drop. Then we're just gonna rub it. And now we're gonna go in with the slime. Hopefully this tip will make the slime not stick to my hands as much anymore. It's really starting to activate.
We're getting some answers. Gold and silver.
Gold and silver are always awesome.
My favorite is one that we do the purple slimes. I think those are really pretty.
Purple slimes are so pretty. That's like Elmer's cosmic. I love Elmer's cosmic glue because it's like this purple that shifts to blue. It is so cool. I probably went in with my hands too early on this, but it's okay because we can make mistakes with slime and always fix them. If your slime is too hard, add more glue. If it's too runny, add more magical liquid. So we're just adding a little bit more magic liquid. And we are going to keep kneading our slime. And it's starting to form a little bit more. I'm kind of happy that I went in too early because it's really fun to play with this gloopy type of slime. And this one we are adding the snowballs, the pearls, so that is really cool. That makes such a pretty slime. So we are going to add a little bit more magic liquid. It's really just a test and learn basis. Add some more liquid, knead it some more, add some more magic liquid. So as you can see, it takes a little while for these slimes to activate, but that is the whole process of making slime that makes it fun. So that is really cool. And you can mix the glues too. If you want to add some glow in the dark glue and then you add some white glue to that or some glitter glue, because we have said that we love the Elmer's glitter glue and we love the glow in the dark glue. So you can mix them together. So it's really activating, as you can see, starting to become more slimy and less liquidy. So we are just going to add a little bit more magic liquid. I think this will be the last thing of magic liquid. Yeah, it's definitely probably going to be the last one. And we're just adding some more slime from the bowl. And the slime will get bigger too once we add the beads. So that's really cool. And at the end, I'm going to mix the slimes, make a slime smoothie out of them, because that is the most fun part, experimenting with slime. Whether you're experimenting with the glues or experimenting with more glitter, less glitter, different types of glitter, experimenting is the whole fun of slime. So why not experiment by mixing them all together? So it is turning out awesome. It is just so
We had someone ask in the chat if you can mix the glitter and the glow in the dark glues at the same time before you add the magical liquid.
Of course you can. Yeah, you can mix them together and then add some magic liquid. You can mix the slimes afterwards. Anything that you want to do. That slime sounds awesome that you're making with glitter glue and glow in the dark glue. We love the most glitter. So, and that'll be a big slime too. So I'm just picking it up from the bottom. That's a nice chunk of it. Adding it in. And it is fully activated now because it's starting to unstick from my hands. You know, I think that tip about the activator does work because my fingers were way more gluey last time. It's coming off way easier this time. And they're practically clean. So I think that's a really good tip. I recommend it. Putting activator on your hands first because my hands are practically slime free. And last time they still had a bunch of slime residue on them. It sounds so satisfying. Love it. So I'm going to add in my pearls now. So if you want to use some foam beads or you want to use some, whatever you want to use, or some more glitter, anything, or like someone's doing, adding glitter glue in the beginning, anything you want to do is really cool. So let me know some suggestions if you have anything cool that you're doing with your slime. So I'm going to put this back in the bowl, the mixing bowl, and we are going to add some of these. I got them from Michael's, from Creatology. So I'm just adding them in. They look super cool. You can really add anything to your slime. If you want to add some, really anything. I'm trying to think of more ideas. If you have any ideas, let me know. So we're going to add more pearls. We have a whole handful of them here. And we are just adding them in. Now we can start mixing. I love foam slime with beads in it. It's my favorite. If your hands aren't covered in slime still, which they probably are, let me know what your favorite type of slime is. If you like crunchy slime, if you like fluffy slime, if you like regular slime, any type of slime you like.
We're seeing glitter.
Ooh.
Somebody else asked if you'd be able to show the slime glowing. I don't know if you can turn the lights off and show that.
Yeah, I definitely can.
It also works if you use a flashlight. You can kind of activate it. Some people are saying they like crunchy slime.
Love crunchy slime. And I love glitter slime, like someone said. So we're just adding handfuls of pearls here. So as you can see, the slime really got bigger once we added the pearls. I love all the slimes everyone's saying. They're awesome. This slime is so pretty. It really looks like a bunch of snow with snowballs in it. So that is so cool. This is so pretty. I'm gonna add some more pearls because I really like maximum crunchiness in my slime. I think that's the last handful that I'll add. It looks really crunchy. Of course, if you want, you can take a bowl, an empty bowl. Mine has other glitters in it. But you can take an empty bowl, put some pearls in it, and then you can just stick your slime in there.
We had some people say they like butter slime and fluffy slime.
Oh, I forgot about butter slime. That one is awesome. Adding some clay in the slime. Love that. All these ideas are awesome. I think butter slime would be so cool since butter slime kind of is the texture of snow. Snow is just this slippery type of slime, smooth, super fun to play with. So I will let you listen to the amazing slime sounds. My favorite thing to do with crunchy slime is squish it. It's so much fun. So we have our awesome slime here. So let me know in the Q&A if you want me to mix all the slimes together because I'm going to mix them, I think. I think that would be really cool so that we have the ultimate winter slime. That is the best part of slime, making it the ultimate slime.
We definitely have some votes for yes. Mix them, please.
I bet we do. So I'm going to mix them. So we're going to make a slime smoothie here. I'm taking my spoon out. And we will take our first slime, the Let It Snow slime. Here we have it. Let's remember the glory of it before it's mixed. We have our sparkles in it. And of course, we'll add more sparkles before we mix everything because you need to do that, especially the person who said they love sparkle slime. Me too. And we are going to make this a sparkle slime. So this is such an awesome slime. So we're going to add it to the bowl. Then, of course, we have our second slime that I said was my favorite, but my favorite is now taken by the Snowball slime. Oh, luckily, the Elmer's Magical Liquid does not spill because it's thicker. So we have this beautiful slime. It is so pretty. We're just going to put the cap on the magical liquid. Since we don't need to activate anything else anymore, and we can admire the beautiful glues that made these slimes. So we have this beautiful slime, and we are going to add it to our bowl. Then we have my real favorite slime. This slime has my heart. It is beautiful. The Snowball slime with these gorgeous snowballs in it. Let's just admire its beauty for a minute before it's mixed with the other slimes. It is so beautiful. Goodbye, Snowball slime. We are adding you to the bowl. And like I said, of course, we are adding some more glitter to it and more pearls, more everything. This slime is looking beautiful so far. So we are adding some more snowflakes. Let it snow. We are adding some iridescent ice shards. If you're mixing all your slimes, you can just add any glitters that you used. If you have some fine glitters, some small ones, if you have some big glitters, anything that you want to add, if you have some more beads. If I know someone said they love butter slime, so if you have some clay, you can add that in. And then we are going to take our beads and we'll turn the lights off after to see the slime glow. Or actually we can turn them off now before we mix them. So this is the slime right here. And let's see it glow. It might not have charged enough, but we can see. So let's see. Really has to be dark for it. I mean, there's still windows here, but you can see that it's in person, it's glowing a little bit. So that's really cool. I'm sure that if it was dark, because with the bottle, it was dark before and it was glowing. It was like pitch black. So that is really cool. It is such a pretty slime though. And it will glow definitely if you take a flashlight and you charge it up, because for these slimes, what you got to do is charge it. So if you were to charge it, it would definitely glow. And that is my favorite part of the glitter, the glittery glow in the dark slime. So we are going to, yeah, as you can see, it's not glowing as much anymore, but it was glowing a little bit. And now we're just taking a handful of all of our glitters. They're so pretty. And we are just adding them to the bowl. Add some more beads, some more pearls. This is really just a winter wonderland of slime. That should be the name for the big one, because we had names for the smaller ones, Let It Snow and stuff. But this one really is just the winter wonderland slime. It is covered in all of these pretty things. We have some more pearls over here. We'll add some more. So we just have snowballs in here. We have glitter in here. It is beautiful. So I won't talk while you listen to the amazing slimes being mixed together. So pretty. I had to say that. This is such a pretty slime. It stretches, it's the best of all three worlds. Now that we mixed it, I'm back to talking. But it is the best of all the worlds of these slimes because it has beads in it to be crunchy. It has glitters in it. It glows in the dark. It is glittery. It is sparkly. It is everything and more that you could want in a slime. It is so pretty. It really does look like the ultimate winter slime. Let me know in the Q&A your slimes, your favorite slime that you made today. If your favorite is your mixed slime, let me know just what you made, what your favorite slime is. Any suggestions for the next time I make slime? Because I need some suggestions. This slime is huge too. We'll poke it.
The color is great. It looks beautiful.
The color really is beautiful. It's like this pretty galaxy of winter slime. It is just so pretty, so crunchy and crackly and just beautiful overall. We see some big shards in that of the ice shard glitter. And of course, we can add more glitters on top because that is the beauty of this slime, that it really has everything in it. It is beautiful. This slime is so pretty. I could play with this slime all day. It is awesome. So if you want the recipe for just this big slime, what you're gonna do is add some Elmer's glow-in-the-dark glue, Elmer's glitter glue. I'm using blue in all the colors. Then add some Elmer's white school glue and pour them all in a bowl and then activate with some Elmer's magical liquid. Then I added some beads in and I added some ice shard glitters from Michael's and some snowflake glitters from Michael's. So those are all the things that are in this big slime. And they are awesome. It is a monster slime. So I'm gonna go back over here and we can talk about this final awesome slime. Thank you so much, crafters, for joining me to make this awesome winter slime. It is huge, it is awesome, it is everything that a slime should be. And thank you so much for spending time with me. I had a lot of fun and I hope that you had a lot of fun. And I know that you probably love your slime because slime is awesome. To follow more crafts and more fun, make sure to follow me at Shayna Rose Official on Instagram and tag me with a picture of your slime with a parent's permission. Make sure to follow at Michael's Stores, at Elmer's Products, and show off your slimy creation. And of course, to see more slime recipes and more awesome things. Thank you so much, crafters. Enjoy your slime and enjoy the snow.